Dear Starseed from Gaia, you both almost met 3 times before, and the 4th time is unavoidable. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and the reunion guides are speaking through me with a message timed for the moment your paths are preparing to cross again. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize your divine counterpart and why the missed opportunities between you were never random. But here's the first revelation. Those 3 near meetings were not failures. They were sacred preparation, bringing each of you through the healing, timing, and inner transformation required for a lasting connection. You didn't find this video by chance. Your heart called this message in. This isn't just a message. It's a moment of divine intervention, like this transmission to affirm to the universe, my heart is ready for divine love, and comment 1111 if you feel the 4th meeting drawing near. Your heart knows why you're here. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with recognition, is not sadness. It is your frequency, remembering what it came here to receive. If this transmission stirred something you cannot name, the Divine Love frequency code was written for this exact moment in your journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions designed to dissolve the wounds blocking your divine counterpart and activate the signal that draws them closer. The link is in the first pinned comment, but it will only remain there for a short time. And now, let the deeper truth settle into you. The moments when you almost met were not failures of timing. They were mirrors held before your soul, revealing the places within you that were still becoming ready to recognize what your heart already knew. One encounter may have shown you the love you desired. Another may have exposed the fear that made you retreat. Another may have brought you face to face with the part of yourself that still believed meaningful love had to be earned through waiting, suffering, overgiving, or proving your worth. This is why the path has felt so strangely personal, even when the person was not yet fully present in your life. The connection was not moving only through outer circumstances. It was moving through your emotional body, your choices, your boundaries, your capacity to receive, and the hidden beliefs you carried about intimacy. Every almost meeting placed a sacred question before your heart. Can you remain open without abandoning yourself? Can you recognize love without trying to control its arrival? Can you allow someone to come close without making their presence responsible for your healing? Many souls ask for divine partnership while secretly preparing for disappointment. They say they want closeness, but their nervous system has learned to associate closeness with danger. They want to be seen, yet fear what might happen if another person truly sees the tenderness beneath their strength. They long for devotion, while remaining accustomed to inconsistency. They pray for a love that feels safe, then unconsciously choose situations that feel familiar rather than situations that feel peaceful. The heart does not always choose what is healthy. It often chooses what it recognizes. If rejection, emotional distance, silence, or uncertainty were present in your early experiences, you may have mistaken longing for love and anxiety for chemistry. You may have called someone the one because their absence activated the oldest wound inside you. You may have interpreted emotional intensity as spiritual confirmation when, beneath the surface, your body was asking to be understood. This does not mean every powerful connection was false. It means the sacred path has been teaching you to distinguish between a bond that awakens you and a bond that consumes you. Some people arrive like lightning, illuminating hidden rooms within your heart. But not every lightning strike is meant to become a home. Divine love does not require you to lose your center. It does not ask you to silence your intuition, excuse disrespect, or remain suspended in endless uncertainty. A true heart connection may challenge you, but it also invites greater honesty, steadiness, dignity, and self-respect. The Arcturian heart wisdom surrounding this path speaks of recalibration before recognition. Your emotional field must become clear enough to distinguish the familiar from the destined. Your heart must learn that peace is not emptiness. Consistency is not boredom. A person who communicates clearly is not less mysterious. They are more available for real intimacy. Love that does not constantly threaten to disappear may feel unfamiliar at first. But unfamiliar does not mean wrong. Sometimes it means your soul is introducing your body to a safer reality. The first inner door opens when you stop treating your worth as something another person must confirm. You were never waiting for someone to make you valuable. You are waiting to remember that value is the ground from which you meet another soul. When you believe you must be chosen in order to become worthy, you hand the key to your heart to someone who may not know how to hold it. When you know you are worthy before the arrival, you no longer chase recognition. You become capable of recognizing what honors you. This is not a shallow practice of repeating beautiful words while carrying a hidden belief that love belongs to everyone but you. It is a slow return to yourself in ordinary moments. It is keeping the promise you made to yourself. It is leaving conversations that diminish you. It is resting instead of performing exhaustion. It is allowing your needs to exist without apologizing for them. It is choosing not to send the message that will reopen a wound simply because silence feels uncomfortable. Every time you do this, a new signal moves through your heart. I am safe to belong to myself. When this key turns, the desire for union changes. You no longer seek a counterpart to rescue you from loneliness. You begin to seek a relationship that can meet the wholeness you are cultivating. Your standards become less about appearance, fantasy, or intensity, and more about emotional truth. You notice who brings clarity instead of confusion, who respects your boundaries instead of testing them, and who has the courage to participate rather than simply awaken your imagination. The second door opens through recognition. Your counterpart is not meant to complete the places where you have abandoned yourself. They may reflect your deepest healing, but they cannot perform it for you. This is why certain connections feel like mirrors. They reveal your devotion, but they also reveal where you still overgive. They awaken your passion, but they may expose your fear of being left. They show you the beauty of your heart and the places where you have confused sacrifice with love. Recognition does not always arrive as an instant certainty. Sometimes it arrives as a quiet sense of ease, like sunlight entering a room after years of darkness. Sometimes it is the feeling that you do not have to become smaller, more impressive, or more agreeable to remain connected. Sometimes it is the surprising absence of the old emotional chase. You are not trying to decode every message because the relationship itself contains enough honesty to be understood. Let this be a new measure for you. Do not ask only, does this person awaken something powerful in me? Ask, who do I become in their presence? If you become more truthful, grounded, compassionate, and connected to your own life, something nourishing may be unfolding. If you become obsessive, fearful, secretive, or chronically depleted, the connection may still carry a lesson, but the lesson may be about returning to yourself. Not every soul who stirs your heart is meant to hold your future. Some arrive to return you to your own path. The third door is release. There are invisible agreements you may still be honoring with people, memories, and versions of yourself that no longer belong in the life you are creating. You may still be trying to prove to an old partner that you are worthy of staying. You may still be carrying the disappointment of a parent into every intimate relationship. You may still be hoping that someone who overlooked you will eventually recognize what they lost. As long as your heart is trying to receive closure from the source of its wound, part of your energy remains turned backward. Release does not require you to deny what happened. It does not mean pretending betrayal did not hurt, or that a lost relationship had no meaning. It means you stop asking the past to become different before you allow the present to be beautiful. You can honor what a connection taught you without keeping its pain as proof that it mattered. You can remember someone without remaining emotionally available to their absence. You can forgive without reopening a door. You can love a soul from a distance and still choose a life that does not include their confusion. This is how old contracts dissolve, not through anger, but through the decision to stop making your future pay for what the past could not provide. Imagine setting down a heavy vessel you have carried across many seasons. At first, your arms may feel strange without its weight. You may even mistake the lightness for emptiness. But gradually, you discover that your hands are free to receive something new. Release is not the erasure of love. It is the return of your life force. The fourth door is surrender to timing without surrendering your discernment. Divine timing is not passive waiting. It is active alignment. It is not sitting still while asking the universe to rearrange another person. It is living fully enough that love enters a life already in motion. It is allowing the next step to reveal itself without demanding the entire map. You may have believed that the fourth meeting becomes unavoidable because fate removes your choice, but sacred timing does not erase free will. It creates a convergence of readiness, honesty, and circumstance in which both people have a clearer opportunity to choose. The unavoidable part is not that you must enter a relationship. It is that the truth of the connection can no longer remain hidden behind the same patterns. You will know more clearly what is being offered, what is possible, and what must be released. Sometimes the fourth encounter is with the person. Sometimes it is with the truth about the person. Sometimes it is the moment you finally understand why the earlier meetings could not become more. The soul does not measure fulfillment only by whether two people stand together. It also measures fulfillment by whether you have become free enough to stand in truth. A closed door can be an answer. A delayed door can be protection. An unexpected door can be protection. An unexpected door can be the place where your life begins again. The fifth door is embodiment. You cannot call in a love of devotion while repeatedly abandoning your own inner voice. You cannot ask for emotional availability while remaining attached to people who offer only fragments. You cannot seek a peaceful union while feeding your days with fear, comparison, and imagined rejection. The energy you practice becomes the energy you recognize. This does not mean you must be perfectly healed before love can find you. Perfection is another form of postponement. You are allowed to be tender and still be ready. You are allowed to carry scars and still receive devotion. Embodiment means your wounds no longer make every decision. You can feel afraid without allowing fear to choose your partner. You can miss someone without contacting them from desperation. You can desire union while refusing to betray your dignity to create it. Practice becoming the atmosphere you wish to live inside. If you want honesty, speak honestly with yourself. If you want tenderness, stop using harshness as motivation. If you want consistency, create rhythms that support your nervous system. If you want a partner who is emotionally present, become willing to remain present with your own feelings, instead of escaping through fantasy, overthinking, or distraction. The future relationship is not built only in the moment someone arrives. It is built in every private decision you make before they do. The sixth door is the wisdom of distance. Space is not always rejection. Sometimes it is where the truth becomes visible. In distance, you discover whether you miss the person or the possibility. You learn whether the connection can exist without constant pursuit. You see what remains when the emotional charge settles. You find out whether both souls are moving toward the same kind of life or whether you are carrying the entire vision alone. Do not use separation as an excuse to remain frozen. Let it become a chamber of preparation. Grow your friendships. Care for your body. Build the work, home, and daily life that your future love will enter. Let your world become larger than the question of when they will return. The more fully you inhabit your own life, the less likely you are to confuse waiting with devotion. If the connection is meant to deepen, your growth will not make it disappear. It will make the truth more visible. If the connection was only meant to awaken a dormant part of you, your growth will help you carry that awakening forward instead of attaching it to one person. Either way, you receive something sacred when you refuse to abandon your life for an uncertain outcome. The final door is readiness to meet love without turning it into a test. Many hearts say they want reunion, but secretly they want the reunion to prove that all the pain was worth it. They want the other person to return transformed, apologize perfectly, and confirm every intuition they ever had. Yet healing cannot depend on a particular performance from another human being. Readiness means you are willing to meet what is real, not merely what your longing has designed. You are willing to see the person as they are. You are willing to ask direct questions. You are willing to receive an answer that brings peace, even if it is not the answer your fantasy requested. You are willing to let love be human, imperfect, accountable, communicative, and embodied. When these doors begin opening, you may notice subtle changes. You stop searching every room for a sign. You stop measuring your worth by who responds. You stop making excuses for emotional absence. You stop fearing that choosing yourself will make love leave. Your heart becomes softer, but your boundaries become clearer. Your hope becomes quieter, but it also becomes stronger because it is no longer built on denial. And then the deeper recognition arrives. The fourth time is not unavoidable because you have forced the universe to bring someone back. It is unavoidable because the version of you who once could not recognize, receive, or sustain sacred love is no longer the version directing your life. The meeting becomes possible because you have met yourself more honestly. There is a moment on every true path when the question changes. You no longer ask, "When will they come?" You begin asking, "What kind of love am I available for now?" That question carries power because it returns your energy to the only place where transformation can occur: your own heart, your own choices, your own field of truth. You are not being punished by the near misses. You are not forgotten because the path took longer than expected. You are learning to stop calling every open door home. You are learning that attraction is not always alignment, longing is not always prophecy, and silence can sometimes be protection. You are being guided toward a love that does not require you to disappear inside it. The ache you carried was real, but it was not evidence that you were destined to suffer. It was evidence that something in you was ready to mature. Your heart was asking for a relationship where desire and safety could exist together, where passion did not demand chaos, and where spiritual recognition could be matched by practical presence. The Arcturian wisdom around your path is simple. The heart opens in layers. First, it releases the belief that love must hurt. Then it releases the belief that love must be chaste. Then it releases the belief that love must be perfect to be sacred. What remains is a living capacity to meet another person with wonder and discernment, openness and self-respect, devotion without self-erasure. If this person crosses your path again, do not rush to make the moment mean everything. Breathe. Feel your body. Listen to what is actually being said. Let actions speak over old memories. Let the present encounter reveal itself without forcing it to carry the weight of every previous almost. You do not need to recreate the past to fulfill the future. And if the path leads you somewhere unexpected, do not assume you missed your destiny. Sometimes the fourth meeting is with a new level of yourself. Sometimes it is the moment you meet a love that feels less dramatic, but more true. Sometimes it is the morning you realize you are no longer waiting for someone to validate the sacredness of your heart. Tonight, place your hand over your chest and allow yourself to say, slowly, I release the love that asks me to abandon myself. I welcome the love that meets me in truth. I trust what is clear, mutual, and aligned. I am ready to recognize what honors my heart. Do not say these words to summon a person. Say them to establish a relationship with your own soul. You are not behind. You are not too difficult to love. You are not disqualified because you have made mistakes, trusted the wrong people, or needed time to heal. You are becoming precise about what your heart can no longer accept. That precision is not a wall. It is the architecture of sacred union. What belongs with you will not require you to become less conscious in order to keep it. It will not punish your honesty. It will not make you beg for basic tenderness. It will not ask you to interpret absence as devotion. The love aligned with your highest path may still require courage, but it will not require the destruction of your peace. So when the next meeting comes, whether it arrives through a person you recognize or through a life you never expected, meet it as the person you are now. Do not arrive carrying the old evidence. Do not make the new moment pay for the previous ones. Let your heart remain open, but let your awareness remain awake. The soul does not need you to chase what is written for you. It needs you to become available to what is true. This is the preparation hidden inside every almost. This is why the pauses mattered. This is why the distance changed you. This is why the next encounter will not be met by the same heart that stood at the earlier doors. And if a quiet knowing is moving through you now, trust it gently. You do not have to announce it, prove it, or turn it into a prediction. Let it guide your choices. Let it teach you patience without passivity and hope without attachment. Let it remind you that divine love is not only something that happens to you, it is something you practice becoming capable of receiving. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This isn't content, it's collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You're not just watching, you're healing. This is your sacred space. And we're just getting started.